welcome back to my channel. I'm Nakho, and if you're new to this channel, you're very, very much welcome. And if you're my returning subby, you're my day one, you already know what time it is, so please say with me. Baby! Welcome, my dear, my doll. Guys, it's a story time. You know what time it is. Please get yourself something to drink, get your charger, your bliss. Hey, light the road and fade to do something, okay? Because we're gonna put a story time right now. We're gonna tell you a story time, and I know you guys have been nagging Nakho episode 3, and I'm really sorry. I was supposed to post episode 3 last Sunday, but I didn't, and I can explain. I had an event, guys, as you guys know, and listen, I was so exhausted. My Wi-Fi was acting up. I was just like, you know what? No, let's just do next weekend, okay? I'm sorry about that. I'm really sorry about that. So let's get into the story by Fate, because I know you guys cannot wait to hear Goti. What really happened? How did this whole thing yakho not detective ipele? If you are new, you are meeting me from just this story. There's 2 more stories, meaning is I continue shaking my door. So please just scroll down my page a bit. Promise you, you're gonna it's written episode 1 and the other one is written episode 2. This is episode 3, so we're moving along. Okay, you guys know, and doing I'm not detective at this point is quite toxic. It's quite toxic. I don't trust this man, and this man don't trust me. And I feel like we are both validated when it comes to that. Okay, and again, like I said, because a detective is a liar. Detective is a good liar. Now I give it. Like, I have a very bad habit of laughing when I'm lying, and not only that, guys. When the boys was serious thing, like if it's such a serious conversation, tell me why I laugh. Guys, I will just giggle. I will giggle. That time I'm being interrogated. I don't know whether I'm laughing because I'm finding this conversation very funny. Because most of the time the conversations aren't even funny. Let me be honest. The conversation is not funny. That's me being honest, hey? But maybe it's me, it's a nervous laugh. I don't know. But guys, and at times umdu would feel like I don't take them serious, or they would feel like I just don't take this conversation serious. One of the two. And chances are Zoe2 wrong. It's just that maybe it's a coping mechanism from my side. Okay, so okay, guys, moving along. You guys already know what detective has a temper. And when I say detective has a temper, guys, I mean detective has a temper. And this temper is not just a physical temper. This temper is also verbal. So I had to put up with what detective guys and the magama. And when I say Nbizamakam, I mean this man would call me a hoe. This man didn't say anything wrong calling me a bitch. In the same breath, he says he loves me, you know? And I think that's one of the things that put me off, you know? As much as I didn't maybe act instantly, situation, but such things did put me off, because I would think about such. I would think about how unkind this man is when we're fighting. And I think it's quite important to date people that are kind, even guys like usiliwa. You know, I'm not saying abantu shouldn't express their emotions, but let's refrain from calling each other vile things, you know? And not that I couldn't call him things, but I just think it's not in me, you know? It's really not in me. So a detective had this habit. Every time we have an argument, guys, the detective is gonna take it to hell. I go low, he goes to hell, okay? And by going to hell, I mean this man is gonna be out here calling me names and talking. And that made me very uncomfortable. And now in relationship, I'm not detective. It's at a stage where when we're fighting, guys, you would find out this fight is really not just about, we could be fighting about a spoon. Oh, by the way, I am having something to drink. Like I said, you guys get you something to drink. I'm having wine, dry red. I did say, like, we could be fighting about who's supposed to do the dishes, and I promise you the conversation is gonna go sideways. I remember there was a post we saw on Facebook. We saw this video on Facebook, and I think this video is this couple, but was sort of like a field, a rugby field or soccer field or whatever field is sport field, and kule field, I think this woman is having an altercation with this guy, right? And then this guy put his hands on her. And in that situation, I think the boyfriend, that girl, did nothing. Like, he just stood there or sat there, whatever, right? And my detective guy, or my boyfriend then said, hayi wenze kahle lo mfana because intoni yena menza aqale argument with strangers. No. And I'm thinking, I said to him, so you would watch another man throw hands at me and you sit there or stand there and do nothing? It's like, when I don't know, guys, I think the conversation for me told me everything that I needed to know about this man. And I said, why aren't you fighting? Why aren't you fighting this man? Because why is he beating up a girl? Like, they were arguing. I couldn't about them bet, you know? Hey, this man said, in fact, when the right lamban. Guys, this conversation really triggered me. And I think it triggered me because I knew that, he's an abusive man. So I said, well, that's the thing about abusive men. They never throw hands. They usually throw hands at ladies because they know Uguti. They are stronger than them and they're not going to fight back. And it's like, oh, so what are you trying to say about me? I say what I said. I say what I said. You do with this information what you must. I said what I said. Guys, bear in mind, this man is a bathroom. Like, he's doing back and forth. He's angry. And I think why he petty Vasco Miamanzi. I'm not sure what he was going to do with water. I'll say Vasco or whatever. But I know that man. And I'm sitting on top of his bed. Not this man in the lingisa. Like, guys, what? But I think I click and chances are we and I'm gonna pack my ish. I'm gonna go. Okay, I'm gonna go. So he did those tantrum things and as usual, because this behavior at this point for me, I wasn't shocked. I was like, it was a behavior now in the Fuman Sugoti. I saw and so took and so panic. I know how he is. He's overly emotional. He's like a toddler. He throws his toys out of the cot, now he's gonna be so angry and he snaps, guys. And the thing that I feared most is that when we are calm and when we are having a conversation and we're talking about this man, I don't know whether he did that intentionally or not, but he has some sort of amnesia. He doesn't remember anything he said. He doesn't remember anything he did. So I don't know whether because black out or it was him just gaslighting me. But I believe it was just gaslighting because the way he would remember things that are affecting him, there was no way he can forget actions, And it was a situation whereby, guys, if Jens win him, it must be made a big deal. Like, if I'm the one on the wrong, it's such a big deal. I'm going to hear about it for the next 3 years. But if it's him who did it, there is always a reason for him to do it. And chances are, or most of the time, that reason is me. He is those people, if one's a indo, because he wanted to do it. He did it because you pushed him to it. You get? So you can imagine. And I remember so well, I used to tell him, stop hiding behind my skirt. You are hiding behind my skirt. Stand your ground. Take accountability if you have to. Because if there's one thing I did, it was to take accountability for my own actions. There was always a reason. And I mean, this man would go to a club and come back from the club. By the way. Yes, and when you question him, go to don't you see anything weird? That was a weird club and got and then he will tell me in my face that you know my mother. Girl, you know my mother. But what did he lie though? No, he did not lie. He did not lie. But you see, it was those things. I was like, ooh, the disrespect here. The disrespect here is insane. It's insane. And you know what, guys, I like to mirror a person's actions. So I started mirroring his actions. Because now when he would make me accountable for something, I would start saying, you're not my dad. You are not my father. So why must I? Absolutely not. He would come back from club with numbers, Amando Mazana. I remember this one time, he came back from the club with a number of this other girl that follows me, or we follow each other on Facebook. And this girl is one of those girls, it's one of those girls, those girls, on social media. Maybe I'm the but one of those girls that don't mind to drag you, basically. And I saw her, and I was like, why you and who are calling each other? He was like, no, but this is a garage. Don't, this girl bought me a pie. And then we exchanged numbers. I was like, oh, so you got a pie, and then what decided about, okay, let me selling in what's this? Guys, I'm not a child. When people exchange numbers at club, and I've been to clubs, I go out sometimes. Sorry, guys. So I'm like, guys, I've been to clubs, and I know when the club, guys, I know, like, when you give someone a number, you are saying, I like you to call me. I like to get to know you better. I'd like to take this far, So it was those instances, and there was this other time as well. We were driving to Tanzania, and then he received this call, and he was so uncomfortable about the call. And I asked, who was that? And he was like, no, it's this girl from work. Like, he basically lied about it and said it's work. Whole time, guys, it's not work. It's not work. It's girls that he made outside. By the way, every time me and him having a fallout or something, when we make up, we'd always say, okay, we are having a clean slate. We are giving each other a clean slate. And guess what, guys? I think I would take the clean slate seriously until I realized that this man did not take the clean slate seriously. Because I would start finding such things. And then I'm like, well, what are we doing then? What are we doing then? Okay? So, like I did say, remember when I said I met this guy, when he did find my phone and he went through the conversation with my friends? Yeah, so okay. Also on the Valentine's now, and he's like, he wants us to join his friends to Valentine's. No. Hey, guys, firstly, the reason I didn't want to join that Valentine's is because I knew it's gonna be a 50-50 situation, and I was not in a position that time to like like, I didn't feel like doing a 50-50 on Valentine's, because remember, it's a trip. So I knew the trip for Nana as a couple, we're gonna cough out 50-50, right? And in everything, basically. So yeah, I was just like, yo, I'm just a guy. No, I don't feel like it. I didn't feel like it at all, because each time, like, I think that's how Hogsbeck. There was a trip to Hogsbeck for Valentine's, and I said nah. Okay, I said nah. And remember, I had nothing in mind that I had planned out, but I knew, but I made some excuse, but no, I think I'm this about or something like that. And then I was also talking on the side now, because remember, I can see this man is outside. This man is in the streets. So I'm also entertaining a boy. Like, that boy that we thought about that day was on the club. Yes, that one. I'm entertaining that boy. I am entertaining that boy. And that boy is like, hey, when I come to Durban for Valentine's, I'd really like to spend Valentine's with you. Everything is on me. While you're sitting there judging me, this man said everything on me. And another thing, I think the only thing, like, I really admired about this boy is that, oh my goodness, he knows how to he knows how to take care of a woman. Let me just put it that way. You ain't gotta stress about nothing. And bear in mind, he's still in school, okay? A detective is an engineer for a well-known company, earning a decent salary. And yet, a detective, guys, is the type of man that wants to be made 50-50. And a detective, uzakuxelela ngomamakhe nomakazi bakhe ababezimbokodo, you know? And when you listen to the story, skamamakhe and umchato, you realize umamakhe was the breadwinner. Utataikhe was just a house husband, just chilling. The mother had to go to work so she can fend for the family, you know, including him, you know. And I knew why he's behaving like this. Because now every woman he meets, he expects umamakhe mdasekhaya. He wants to be met halfway. Nje, if we're having money conversation, this man is livid. This man is gonna fight you. This man is gonna be angry. Imud iyachinja when kuthethwa ngento ezidibene nemali, you know. Ngase yena ajole nawe, but ungamdingi nganto. Like, you shouldn't ask him for nothing, okay? You shouldn't ask him for jack shit, okay? If unenza into, be ready to cough out your share. If you feel like you want a trip to somewhere, you better have your 50% for that trip. Because what do you mean you want a trip and you wanted this trip on him? Wahlanya, you know? So this is something that I liked about this boy. He was a student, guys. And when I say student, I mean a student. This boy was just a student. And he was not even coming from a well-off family. No. Like, he was coming from a family that is affording, but like they were not rich, you get. But it was how he knew, like how he, guys, that boy, like he knew how to provide, how to and there was just that. And I was, and not only that, like, it's how he was gentle with me. Oh my goodness. Okay, let me continue. So this boy said, hey, come to Durban. I'm gonna set up everything. He booked flight, guys. He booked, oh, by the way, this boy used to give me money per month. Like, we're gonna get there. He used to send me money a month. I had to go do your nails in here. What? How dare you do me like that? I like it. You know? Even though it wasn't much money, guys, I think one day I want to get 3,000 or 2,000, but it's something coming from a student. The fuck? Doesn't matter. Let's move on. Okay, so guys, nyanike. I've already lied to this one that I'm going home, and stuff. And I think he bought into it or whatever. At that point, guys, I really didn't care because I knew that he's not innocent. And it's a matter of makes sense. I know so guys, I figure I went to Durban. Durban was amazing. Figure Ugai, the boy. Okay, I'm gonna call him the boy because hey, my needs. Fetched me from the airport. We had lunch. We went to because Utlala Erasmus, so he had booked the Airbnb the whole weekend. When I say this boy knows how to plan, he knows. Guys, oh my goodness, is how he is so gentle with me. You know, I had the best weekend there. That boy he's a gentleman. You know, Mamaike raised a gentleman in him, you know. He was so gentle with me. He's that type, vele, like that wants to make sure you're okay. Nje. And I remember us going out, even Abini, man, this boy is so protective. Oh, he's so protective. Like, I'm not the one having to fight men that are trying to talk to me. He's the one who's putting them in their place. With your detective, I'm the one who's supposed to fight strangers. Whereas, as my man, you're supposed to be, you know, I'm a dog around. You should just pick it. Okay, Nanzindo Dag, and he's not the one to mess with. With him, he would just let everyone talk to me and whatever. The only person who would stop such things, the cheating friend. And he wouldn't do anything. And that's another thing I used to tell him. If I know, guys, if I need istulo, the only person who's gonna go around looking for the chair is the cheating friend, and my boyfriend is gonna stay in there and let me stand. You know, if I need something to drink, I don't like this, I want something else, the cheating friend is gonna buy me while my boyfriend is there. And I did highlight these things to him, but don't you think find this weird or awkward or wrong? So with the boy, I didn't have to deal with none of that. None of that, okay? So me and the boy, we were vibing, okay? We were vibing. Oh boy, guys, he knew I'm in a relationship. Oh boy was also in a relationship, but I think his girlfriend was in China, okay? So, you know, we are taking mirror selfies, and he is sexy. Oh God, he's sexy. He plays rugby. In fact, in Durban, he was in that rugby academy. He plays rugby. Girl, he's sexy. I mean, he's sexy. Okay? So I'm taking snap of him as well. I'm also showing my friends because we know this all gang. So I'm sending my friends my snack for the weekend. You know, we command guys, and then I left. I came back. Okay, finally, life went on. So this one time, okay, me and the boy still in touch, you know, still in touch. Oh, the boy is not like, but he keeps assuring me that he's not gonna like ruin what I have. Don't own it because there's someone. I come back, guys. I came back. After coming back, I initiated a date with this other friend of mine who was also in a messy situation. So I just wanted to look her face to face, guys, I date, and we had wine. Yo, guys, we had wine. And while we were having wine, the boy was calling me, and I thought this is a perfect time to talk to him because when I'm with detective, I can't talk to him. So we were calling each other back and forth, just. And then I remember there was a time I was so sloshed, and then I called him. I think he didn't pick up the phone, but that time I was driving home to detective. When I got there, ndatipa, guys, and my phones were, I think phones are best pants ndatipa. But I woke up around 3, if not 4. And when I woke up, there's no one next to me. When I'm searching for my phones are here. But have you ever felt that feeling? Just have that feeling, something is off. I don't know what it is, but something is off. I woke up, I went to the kitchen. When I got to the kitchen, empty bottles of alcohol, when a beer, when a gin. And then I went outside. He's sitting in the balcony and he is smoking like a crazy person. Oh, by the way, the pictures I took of Durban and everything, I had deleted them. And said, we are tired, non-stop. I'm like, why are you not sleeping? Like, no, Zolala, don't worry, I'm like, are you okay? Like, yeah, I'm sharp, don't. I'm like, okay, cool. And then I went to the room. And I think my friend called me, right? Because maybe I had called my friend before. That's the last moment of mine. When I'm picking up my friend's phone, he walks in and he says, tell your friend that I know about Durban. Ha! Wait, what? Guys, I'm holding the phone like this. I'm like, what? No, tell your friend I know about Durban. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, Johnny, who the detective? He knows about Durban. I know, crazy, but I did that. Listen, at this point, it's a good call. I'm trying to think. How much does he know? What did he find? Because I knew he took my phone. What did he find? Like, I'm thinking, okay, I deleted this. But what did he find? You know, there are panic guys who can drop the phone. And then I'm like, oh, okay, sorry, you know about Durban. Like, oh, you lied to me and you said you were going to Durban. I'm like, yeah, I did. Oh, well, I know about Durban. I know about you and Durban. He calls this boy by his name. I'm like, oh, okay. Friends good to know he knows. I'm like, no, I saw everything. Your pictures. No more pictures in. Guys, there are pictures I took of that boy. He is naked. His business is in my face. Okay, not like literally, but essentially he was coming out of a shower. He's naked, you know? Hey, and I'm thinking, how could he? And then I thought, wait, deleted folder, iPhone. And guys, that was before the deleted folder had a password. Because It deleted folder, guys. I did not go and delete. Better go to Isis was deleted again after a month. Yo. And guess what? He had ample time to kupela everything. He said, oh, so how was Durban? I was like, okay, listen, you took my phone, you saw what you saw. So what does this mean? Because we've phone. So what happens now? Because I don't even want us to go back and forth. How was Durban? Yeah, we're not doing that. You know? It's like, while we are mid this conversation, this boy calls, guys. Remember last night I called this boy and he did not pick up. Now this boy is calling and returning the call. The time is around 5 a.m. I'm thinking, no, the devil is a liar. The devil is having me today. What is this? What is this? Oh, brothers. He says, Nancy, not like a phone. Awkward. And then he proceeds, he takes my phone. And then he's like, don't you have your own girlfriend? You have your own girlfriend. Why can't you leave my girlfriend alone? Like, no girlfriend, I'm go to detective. Boy. I'm sitting on top of the bed, guys. I'm looking like guys, wouldn't recommend. So the guys in the bed and I'm expecting anything. It's either Lendo that is on cover, is on the or is on the tuka. You know, send the plan, but okay, how am I gonna leave? Like, how am I gonna take my shit and bounce? And then he passes the phone. And then I answer, I'm like, hello. The boy is like, hi, are you okay? Yeah. Because I'm like, no, I'm fine. Like, are you sure? Are you okay? Do you need me to call the police? Do you need me to call anyone? Are you okay? I'm like, no, right. Like, are you guys? I think this man asked me, am I okay, more than 5 times. When I say this man, he is a, oh my goodness, he is. He's soft. He's gentle with me. You see why these are the things I liked. It's the gentleness with me, you know? Are you okay? Because he could pick up from his voice with detective. Detective is angry and maybe validated to be angry because he just found out that his girlfriend was somewhere cheating. And I said, no, I'm okay. And then they were like, hey, boy, this boy or something. I didn't answer that. I dropped a call. And then I was like, what's gonna happen now? Let's get to it. Where to from here? You know? And they're like, no, we're gonna work it out. Do you still want this relationship? I was like, yeah, I do. They're like, I still do. You're gonna block this boy. Guys, he made me block him. Guys, he made me block him. He made me block him. He made me delete his number. Devil, you devil. Hayi, bethu nazi safi na idum ngoku. Ayina madoda. So he made me block him. Yeah, and I did. I blocked him. I deleted his number and he was hurting. Of course. He was like, I wanted to go to Hogspeak with you, spend the weekend, you chose to spend Valentine's with him. I was like, it's not that deep, but okay, to you, I'm sure it is. You know, like, it's obviously, I wish I guess about that, but we got to a common ground. We are giving each other another clean slate. You guys know clean slates. Clean slates hating at this point. Another clean slate. Hi. No problem. Clean slate it is. Now, what's happening here is that this man is the one that's left obsessed with this boy. Because tell me why this man knows this boy's whereabouts, what is doing. Because I promise you, I can say this with my chest, I have no reason to lie now because I'm not even with him anymore. After me blocking that boy that day, I never spoke to him again. He tried to reach out, he sent me things, emails and whatever. I was ignoring because again, I respected this clean slate and I had to prove myself. And I wanted really to give this clean slate a real chance. If we like, if nyani, we can give it, like, maybe things are gonna be better. You get, girl. So yeah, nyani guys, you gave each other clean slate. Now he's the one left obsessed with this boy. Now we are Mars, but oh no, I heard from him that the boy has moved from Durban. Now he's in Cape Town. I had no idea. When this boy is back in his land, because I was a Mondo boy, he's the one telling me, you know. And after that whole incident, I remember he went through, I don't know whether he went through my transactions, I don't know, because that man also hacked my phone at some point, guys. Okay, he hacked my phone. I would be having conversation whole time. He's having access to me, using company time to monitor me, you know. So he knew that this boy sends me money. And I remember there was a time in Bosba every month. I was like, I don't go basis right. He will send me money to do my essentials, my hair, my nails, you know. Because I know with him, if I want these things, it has to be a fight. If I want money for nails, it's a fight. If I want money for you know. Guys, but you know what? I'm not gonna tell him to stop. I will let him heal the way he feels like right for it. If he wants to keep monitoring this boy, whereabouts, like what he's doing, am I away? Let him be. So we clean slate, and I'm trying to prove myself here. Okay, I'm trying to change. I'm trying to be like a girlfriend. Be stupid like girlfriends, because girlfriends are stupid. Men want to do things ukwabo. You're not allowed to do them. You're not allowed to retaliate. You're not allowed to do them the way they would do you or the way they do you. Okay? Hi guys, again, one particular morning. One particular morning, I'm taking his phone. I'm trying to airdrop I'm trying to hotspot my phone because I had ran out of data. But I noticed as I'm trying to airdrop, there is a Facebook message, good night, love, with heart faces. And I'm looking at this name. I'm like, but I know this girl. This girl is my Facebook friend. But now I'm going through this conversation. Never go Facebook. Guys, there's no conversation. There's literally that's goodbye and this buku buku. When I say this is buku buku good night, there is no message before that good night and there's no message that follows that good night. It's like a random person just sending me a good night. I'm like, this is weird. By the way, he's in the shower. It's in the morning. He's going to work. Hike, guys. Hike. He comes back from the shower. I'm like, why uban banek tumelela good night? And he says to me, I don't know. Nguban low on dimkazel. I say, I don't know why, baby. You know? And guys, my stupid ass, my stupid me being stupid, I believed it. I was like, maybe a girl is flirting. Maybe girl wants something with him. You know, like I thought a girl is like, yes, funela. You know? This man goes to work. I call my friend. I'm like, Andy, this is so random. This is not something that bothers me, by the way. It's something just nasang to tell me, hey, guess an ex phone got dating, but no ban. We must ban. Good night. It was that conversation. It was not deep. I promise you, it didn't bother me. Yeah, where now? My friend is like, oh, okay, show me, okay. Yes, we talk about other things it will call. Tell me like an hour later, if not two, my friend calls me back. I'm like, babe, I'm like, yeah. He's like, listen, if I send you something, promise me you won't say you got it from me. I'm like, I promise. What is that? He's like, promise me. I'm like, I promise. My friend sends me screenshots, voice notes, screenshots, voice. I'm like, hey, bro, how? Before I get into this whole thing, I had a weird dream. I don't know if you guys believe in dreams. I do. I had a weird dream. In my dream, my late grandfather was there, and in this dream, I'm sleeping with a detective, and my grandfather is pushing away a detective from me. And while he's doing that, it's like he wants to push him off the balcony. while he's doing that, we got a side of the bed guy detective. There is a tiny girl, light in complexion. I can't see her face because she's sitting like this, okay? But in that, like, as soon as a suswa by my late grandfather, I see that girl. But not in the face, just the body, the structure of the body, the complexion. And she's hiding right up at Kangwe beat. Detective, you know. And now I'm pleading with my grandfather, please, Dada, please don't throw him off the balcony, you know. And again, I'm not even minding this girl is not a situation where I'm like, hey, but we're chat. No, I'm just worried about him. You get? Now, listen to this. I get the voice notes, I get the recordings, I get the screenshots. The screenshots are messenger conversation. The whole conversation, because you know what detective does? Detective texts and deletes. Hence me, now I got a good night osis buku buku. He was the one to send the good night first. The girl was responding to the good night. Okay? A detective is having an entire relationship with this girl. However, a detective has told this girl that I have a girlfriend and naye WhatsApp. Ugeli engager messenger. Now we called when he's at work. Ugeli is sending voice notes to my friend on some hayibo onakho mabayeke ukuthi sifuna amadoda abo lamfana wandifuna ngokwakhe ntontoni. We went together, he bought me groceries. Uhlale res ugel. He bought me groceries and this and that. You beja indoda kanakho kucho ugel. I think it was the fact that this girl said indoda kanakho, like, girl, this is our man now. This is our man now. Why umqaba kumu? Why? Beja indoda kanakho don't hey. And now I'm reading the conversations zabo ko messenger. My man telling this girl, I love you. Checking up on her. Uyiliyambona umama. Cabugele sebasuka umdansane to check up on umama yakhe. Uyiliyambona umama. There was the lewena. I was like, and now going back to the dream. Guess your body structure, girl. She is slim and light in complexion. She is tiny and light in complexion. I said, okay. Hey, guys, I'm thinking this Lendo. You know, remember this man said clean slate. This man said clean slate. And I confronted him about it. And I think he had confronted Ugel because so I think he had confronted Ugel about it, about why did you do that? Why did you disclose our private things? Now he's mad at Ugel for sharing with her friends what is going on. Because now whatever she had shared, ifike kum. So I think Bablokana again Ugel. And then this man comes home. After he came home, he knows about this. And then he's like, hey, I don't regret none of what I don't regret. I don't regret that we'll find out till I knew at some point you will. I am sorry about it though. But now where you haven't been innocent. What did I say about this man? When I started this live, this video, this man is gonna hide behind your skirt. So now the whole chat with him is that the reason he's cheating on me is because I cheated on him. And bear in mind, this man has been cheating on me. Yeah, that's the whole chat here. Okay. I guess I'm like, you know what? It's alright. I was hurt. I won't lie. I was hurt. And I think more than anything, I was hurt because I knew he's still not telling me the truth. Because in the whole thing, he was still hiding the fact that they had sex. He was hiding. He was like, no, he didn't get that far. Guys, they had sex. I'm telling you now because later on, when I say this man lies, this is what I meant. You see why even the kiss, I couldn't believe the kiss thing would it ended on a kiss. You see? You see why? So that time he hid the whole situation. Yeah. He hid the whole thing. He didn't talk about sex. He said no, they never had sex. Yes, he did groceries for her because and then had a few things for her. It was not even more than 500. But basically less than 500 or 500. Hey, listen, this man is not saying anything about sleeping with a girl. Whole time the girl is saying yes, we did. Yes, we did. So I think I was hurt that despite everything, you're still not telling me the truth. Yet you want us to have a clean slate. You want me to forgive you and be okay with the whole thing. And you just okay, right. So from there, I think that was the biggest crack for me, because now from there, I just knew that it's just a matter of time until Ipele, And I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. He's sorry. He's no longer messing with her. Let's see, let's see where is this taking us. And I realized again, we are back to the cycle, toxicity. We are back to the cycle, toxicity, where now I have to do a 360 video call. This man stole keys to my place. Wasn't that a specky without my permission? And yeah, also I realized how he takes I realized we're not even in the same state of mind. Like asina izinto sizibona ngohlukileyo, mina I don't take everything to heart. Not everything is deep. Everything is deep with him. You could be making a joke and he feels like you can't make such a joke if don't like he wants to analyze it. He's a Gemini. He's a Gemini. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. You get everything it has to, oh my god, your mind, that means it's in your mind. You're thinking about this, you're making jokes about this, you're talking about this, you're engaging about this topic, you are entertaining such people. It's basically not everything is that deep. So those were the other things. And after that, guys, I'm to be honest with you guys, the insecurity was not attractive for me. He was very insecure. And I think after that whole ordeal, I knew that now he has been getting away with doing stuff and never accounting. Now, if I do stuff, I must account. You get, this is going to be my life, And I knew as well with the abuse, verbal abuse, physically, it's not going to stop here. Like, I would catch this man looking at me with so much resentment. I remember this one time he was looking at me and I saw how he was looking at me, and I knew that he's starting to hate me. He's starting to hate me. And the relationship got to a place where now he's weird. Like, he would talk about that, I'm winning alone in this relationship. That time, that's when my channel was at its peak, and my business as well. That time, the sound of Nakho bar, he was going. I remember in the Sugo signing list, this man never called me and asked about the list, but how did it go, whatever. All he said was, when I asked him, but why aren't you calling me and check up on me? What did I sign the list? Like, be happy and celebrate with me. He was like, why would I do that? I saw you entertaining another man on Instagram. Guys, I was chatting to this other guy on Instagram. Nakho, it's nothing. And the guy is not even in South Africa. Let's start there. We are just talking. We're just talking. And I can tell, okay, fun and phone, guys. But I know most, but I'm never gonna see this man, and I'm doing vomi, and we're just chatting. Say like, bored. And it's not even a consistent chat, guys. It's like he could text me this guy on a Tuesday, I'll answer him next week Tuesday. That's how it is. So he hid behind that. The reason he couldn't congratulate me is because of that chat. And bear in mind, the chat we won a few days ago, and I'm like, why didn't you raise it then? We deal it with then. Why must you bring it now? That is my time to celebrate me. You wanna raise this up, yo? Guys, it was exhausting. It was so exhausting, you know? So exhausting. I would buy myself things. I had moved to a new place. I would buy myself new stuff. He would want to go buy himself the same things. It got to that. It was more competitive. I felt like this man is no longer happy for me. I felt like this man hates me, you know? J, you know? And yeah, and then another thing, if I tell you good this man was there for me, I'll be lying to you. That man made my life hell even then, because while I'm going through depression that I had lost so much money, this man wants to be here micromanaging me. Guys, at that time I just want to be locked in my house, curtains closed, and just moan my money. This man, every time sitting in me time, this man, now we are cheater. You guys, I was so tired of it. I would go out with my friends. This man, we're coming back. This man is gonna interrogate my friends. You know? So that was that. So guys, it was so weird how we broke up, because how we broke up is I was depressed, and I think we had arrangements to meet later. So I think he was calling because he wanted to find out what to bring or what to cook or what to buy. And my phone was on silent. I was sleeping. Then when I phone it, that's how depressed I was. Guys, this man couldn't get hold of me. But that day, my other friend, so he calls my friend to look for me. So my friend in the Kwazi, because we're in the same house, he's like, your boyfriend is calling you. Please call him back. I didn't pick up, but call him back. And then my friend proceeds to say, please tell your boyfriend, I got for money phone and he shouldn't call my phone. And the guys, those are her boundaries. And those are the boundaries that need to be respected. This man called. I called him back. And I was like, hi, sorry, man, I was sleeping. No. He was like, hey, I was calling you. Your friend, Lola. I was like, yeah. And by the way, she told me, so please, again, I'm going to say, and this was not even the first time he did Lendo. It's just that now my friend had also said it. I had told this to him before, but don't call my friends when you can't get hold of me. I said, don't call. She's saying, don't call her if I want for money. And I totally agree. You know what this man said? He said, hey, Nakho, you guys, I was so exhausted. I was so exhausted because I knew now we are in talk on the basic Gobush. And when I say Gobush, I'm quoting him. I will never forget what he said. And I know it's maybe I look Gamali deep, but remember, this man has been calling me names. And that was it for me, guys. That was the last straw for me. And that was the day I said, listen, with so much ease and calmness, I said, hey, listen, and then I dropped my phone, and that was the end of the relationship. So that was it for me, guys. I said, man, to yourself that I can't anymore. I'm tired. And then he went on a spiral as usual. I won't give. But at that point, I was not even bothered. I couldn't care less what he was calling me or whatever. And I felt some sense of upola. Guys, you know, landuba iphele a relationship and you panic. You're like, oh my goodness. Yeah, guys, I don't even think I went through why that relationship, you know. I don't think so. Yes, I was worried about him because I know he's very destructive to himself when things are not going his way regarding our relationship. He tends to destructive coping mechanism things, which is alcohol, which is smoking, which is so and I thought, you know, another thing, he thought it's a joke because he came back I think 2 weeks later, and bear in mind, 2 weeks to come back. I know already that he has been messing up with girls. You know, and this is the thing that used to happen up in Mond, is that when they see him, because I used to be very public with him. When they see him in a place, they will text me on my DM, you know, those things. So that happened with him as well. Even the time we had broken up, 19th, I would be told who he went home with, all those things. And then I remember when he was coming back, and I was telling him that, oh, now you want to come back after everything you've done. He's like, we were broken up. And I was like, it's right. But again, guys, I can't go back. This man is out here sleeping with my fans. Yeah, but yeah, you know, like, he's out here sleeping with women that look up to me. But no, that was not why I didn't go back. But okay, he was already on the streets, so I was like, actually, let's just let him be. Let's just leave him alone. Let's just allow him to enjoy the streets, you know, and not interrupt him. And now we find your way. And I did, guys, and relationship, and we never got back together. And I think yeah, we true. But he does call sometimes, and he chats, and important to guys get ninjalo with all my exes actually. And I ex am not that I don't speak with at all. Doesn't matter what you did, I will still talk to you. So yeah, anyways, guys, that's the end of our story. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys on the next story time. Maybe in this libele incidents, I might just manage and send out a story time here and there. Okay, because a lot happened there. Thank you for watching. Bye.